It's my wedding day and I am sitting on the toilet because I want to see if I have poop and finish this nonsense before I'm in my dress, and then I'm like, oh, I need to poop.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Akinyi, my husband is Benjamin, and today we are doing our wedding video. This is to mark our 1-year anniversary, which was a few days ago. We got married on April 10th, and this is our 1-year anniversary, and we wanted to take you all with us on our journey to getting married. After arriving in America, we had 90 days to plan and get married. If you think 90 days is a lot, then you're in for a ride. It hit me that it was finally game time and things had to get done. Did I have any knowledge of a wedding? No. I only used to do weddings in Kenya, and this was my first time doing and planning for my own wedding. So let me introduce you to my beautiful maids. This is Jenna Rose and this is Angelani. They're both sisters and they took their time, energy, and so much love to put it into our wedding. I did not have bridesmaids when I was coming. If anything, I thought that when I came to America, we would do a civil wedding at a court and then go out for dinner. But as I got to learn and know people around Benjamin, I understood that there's a community that wished us well. In total, I had 3 maids. I had Jenna Rose, Angelani, and Becky. So this is Becky, and let me introduce you to Becky. When I moved to America, Becky became my second mom, and I had never felt anyone receive me the same way that she did since I had gotten here. And when it came to the wedding, she took it like it was her own daughter getting married. Becky was the best. She made sure everything in the checklist was checked. Flowers, cakes, and the dresses. She made all the calls, she got everything. And like I said before, she was literally my mother in America. We went through different flowers. We went from the dollar store flowers. We were on a budget for our wedding. This is something that I never shy from saying. We were on a budget. We didn't want to break the bank. We didn't have enough money to do a big wedding, but having the people around us was so meaningful, and the church was very meaningful to us. They provided some of the things that we needed. The flower arrangement that I got were all donated by the church. The wedding destination was at the church. Both my wedding destination and venue were in the church. We had 2 separate rooms that we could work with, and so that made it easier for everybody to just get from the church into the reception. We would spend late nights just talking about the wedding, and the night before the wedding, that was the night that was the busiest. Becky was talking to everyone. She made sure the flowers were taken care of. We went to Costco. That is where we got our wedding cake. We had 2 wedding cakes made. One was from Costco, which was very cheap, and the other one we had it made by somebody who Becky is the one who knew, and she got us a very beautiful cake. For the wedding, gold was my theme. I picked gold and white as my wedding theme because they seemed like the easiest thing to do. They go hand in hand, and you can see it from the table. The tables looked awesome. With all honesty, with Becky, I felt very well taken care of. I did not know left from right. I did not know what to do, what to include, what not to include. She was walking with me the whole step of the way, and that made the whole wedding process very worthwhile. She was my mom while my mom was absent for the wedding, and for that, Becky, I'm very grateful.
Yeah! Let's do that.
Are we letting A be? Are we letting them?
What the heck is going on?
Especially the best one. I don't know what's happening. I thought wedding planning would be as easy as ABC, but it wasn't. It was as complicated as you would have imagined. At some point, we realized that we didn't have invites for everybody, so I had to make the invites from my knowledge of photoshopping and graphics design. I created a simple wedding invite because I did not want anything that was too complicated or just too much. So I did this little invite, and Benjamin decided to mess it up by printing them as pictures. But it wasn't a big deal because everybody got their invite. I just told him that he has to be the one who gives out the invites because he made them into pictures and not like, you know how wedding invites look like the paper that produces the wedding invites. Anyway, you get me, guys. The rest, we sent them as invites online. Everything else that was remaining was I undid my hair and then I put them into cornrows because I was supposed to do just wait for the next day to do my hair. For the nails, I came from Kenya with my nails done, but for this time, I did not know how to deal with the nails. At this point, we didn't have so much money, so I didn't have enough money to spare on nails. I felt like we could use that money to spend it on something else, like paying for the DJ or something. And so I did some stick-on nails. They seemed like an ombre fit for a wedding, and I did them, and they came out, I didn't like them, but they came out looking good. For the wedding, I also wanted to incorporate the unity sand. And so for this, I got this from Walmart. I wanted it to have the name Akinyi Taylor and Benjamin Taylor. And that's what we used for the wedding for our sand. Everything that I did for the wedding was mostly DIY, or I got help from somebody who was part of the wedding. There is no wedding without food. For the food, Celestine and his family came through for me. Our church has two different sections. We have the African section and we have the American section. And we announced to both the churches that we are getting married. We announced the dates and the time. And the African church did not show up at the wedding because Benjamin was once married, and so for them, he was sinning getting married again. I don't know what to make from that. None of the African church members came to our wedding except for Celestine and his entire extended family. And for that, they're always going to be the family that I hold dear to my heart because they went all out just for Benjamin and I. But we were harshly judged, and so they did not show up for the wedding. Despite that, we had most of the people from the American side of the wedding. And we had fun. Our wedding was around where COVID was still strong, so there was a lot of social distancing. Food was provided by Celestine's family, and Marie was there for me the night of the wedding just to go through the menu. She came with some African traditional leaves, and we got to talk as we did the vegetables. My dress was custom made in Kenya. It was very simple. I didn't want something that was too shouting because that's not my personality. With my personality, I love something subtle but beautiful. I got this belt from Amazon because I was looking for belts that would go with a dress, and this belt made my dress just beautiful. On the day of the wedding, I woke up feeling a little nervous, but I was also excited because this is the day I got to marry the best friend, the best partner, the person who I had been talking to for 3 years, and it was time for us to make our marriage official. And today was that day.
It's my wedding day, and I am sitting on the toilet because I want to see if I have poop before I'm in my dress, and then I'm like, I did my nails by myself. These are the nails that I did. Honestly, I don't like how they came out. I feel like they're too bright for my hands. You can tell the difference between my hand and the nail, and then some of the nails are bigger than my actual nails. So the Lord has blessed me. There is no spot on my face, none. God is good. I slept at 4 in the morning. I was sitting and I was thinking, this one I have come is not by me, it's by God's grace.
Angelani did my hair, and I was very grateful because I did not understand anything to do with glues and all of that for the hair. And she did a great job just making me look beautiful for the wedding day. I was looking different from what I was used to, but I loved every minute of just getting ready. While we were getting ready, Benjamin and his best man Anthony were also getting ready for the wedding. After finally getting ready, it was time for the wedding. I was nervous, but I was also happy because this was going to be the very moment that the rest of my life with Benjamin begins. It came to that time where I was supposed to be walked down the aisle. Juan, who is Becky's husband, walked me down the aisle. And while I walked down the aisle, Benjamin had a surprise for me. My family just popped up on the screen, and that was the biggest surprise for the day. And until today, that goes down as the best surprise Benjamin has ever shown me. It was not something physical, but it was the thought that went into it.
we ask today and we welcome Akinyi's parents from Kenya who are able to join us today thanks to modern technology and the screen.
Tunakaribisha wazazi wa Akinyi leo kupitia teknolojia
And you may notice
Kenya.
this is a surprise to Akinyi.
Hii hapa tulikuwa tumepanga kuonyesha bibi harusi.
So I want to ask today, who gives this woman, who gives Akinyi to be married to Benjamin?
Yeah, it's the father giving Akinyi to be married to Benjamin. Hello.
Hello. Amen. Thank you. Okay. Ladies, will you be seated? Gentlemen, will you be seated? And you may all be seated. Those whom God has joined together,
Wale ambao Mungu amekutanisha,
let no one separate.
hacha hata mmoja asiachanishe.
Benjamin, you may kiss your wife.
Benjamin, uweze kumbusu.
It is my privilege to introduce to you
Ni kwa furaha kuwatangazia na kuwatambulisha
Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin and Akinyi Taylor.
I would like to give a special thank you to Becky, Juan, Eileen for helping with all the preparations, my two lovely maids, Angelani and Jenna Rose, Celestine and Marie, and the whole entire family. I would also like to give a special thank you to Anthony and his whole entire family, and everybody who came to our wedding. A special thank you to Becky and Juan for housing us and for being my mom, even though I was away from my mom. This moment, I also want to say thank you to my mom and my dad for giving my hand in marriage to Benjamin, and my whole entire family for being a huge part of it, even if it was from a distance. This would have not been possible if I was not surrounded by everybody who loved me and Benjamin and supported us. A big thank you also to Pastor Julie for officiating our wedding. It would have not been possible if she was not there. She was a huge part of it, and she was a huge part of the coordination. Thank you so much to you and to your family. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not yet subscribed, please click on the subscribe button, click on the like button if you enjoyed watching this video, and click on the bell notification button so that you are notified every time we upload a new video. If there's any other video that you'd like to see, please comment down below, and we'll see you next time.